Hello there, beautiful people. Welcome back to the channel. You might notice we are sat at the table, and that only means one thing. There's something new has come to the channel. I have an unboxing to do for you, and this one's quite special and close to my heart because obviously the Equinox 800 that I have is dying. It is dying a slow death, but it is still very functional. But we have managed to upgrade. We have the Deus II, so thank you everyone at LP. We've got the Deus II now. Beautiful, beautiful box. We're going to do an unboxing. We're going to do a little test, same as we did with the Xterra Elite. So yes, fingers crossed. We're going to do a little unboxing now. We're going to build it for you. We're going to go through everything. I have been through and charged and updated everything. It's the one thing I won't show you in this video, but let's get to it. So you're going to open this beautiful black and white box, and inside you will notice we've got ourselves. These might not be with yours because they don't come with everything. They are the headphones. So we've got ourselves some wires. So there is a clip that's separate in here, and that is for charging your coil. It is like a little peg that goes around your coil, and it connects to one of 3 wires, all connected to the one thing. We've got the updater cable / charger for the headphones themselves. We've got the little clip here, which just plugs in with their normal sort of USB there. We've got the main unit, this beautiful tiny light little thing here, which is very, very nice, very, very shiny, and ready to go on your master detector. So you literally just push the button, turn it on, and you're ready to go. No wires, no faff. We've got ourselves a little bag of goodies in here. Oh, it does come with a plug. The Equinox did not come with a plug, which is quite nice to see. We have some screen protectors in here with cleaning cloths and all the good stuff, just to make sure that your screen is very well protected on this. And this is a super durable one as well. If I remember correctly, it's IP something certified. I cannot remember off the top of my head. I will probably get to that in a moment. We have our cuff strap. We have a tiny bit of plastic, which is unnecessary. We have various clips, little like wrist sort of holder to make sure you don't drop things. And we got all the lugs for the coil just in there. So we've got the lugs and the screws. The main beautiful, beautiful unit just here, which is a telescopic handle. It is as simple as that. It's absolutely beautiful. And we've got ourselves our normal bottom base here. So you plonk it in there, flip it down, and that one's ready to go as well. So we will be building that. It's so small, so compact, so beautiful. Got ourselves our information leaflet, and I will clear up some of this gubbins. And the cardboard will reveal the 11-inch coil that we got with this one. I was opting for the slightly larger one, but I thought for all-round use this is probably going to be the better one to go for. You'll notice no wires. It's all, you've got to charge this separately. So you charge this, you charge the main unit, and you also charge the headphones if you need headphones, and you charge all that separately. I'm just going to get this tidied up. Right guys, so we're all tidied up. We've got our instructions here, and there are instructions on the little plastic packet. We've got all of our lugs ready to rock and roll. We've attached our strap, which is all good, and we've got this here. So we pop, there's a little an S shape here, which just pops straight into this here. And you've got one little rubber lug which will slot in here. It's not the best hold, so make sure you leave it nice and loose. And then you'll just plonk this in here. So nice and gentle, just squeeze that into the gap. Just like that. So now we take one of our screws or bolts, goes through here, and we've got a little, like a fly, what do they call it? Little tightener on this one. So you just pop that. I'm sorry, you can't really see that. If I can do it there. So it doesn't need to be too tight, but obviously with the coil not being wired, you want it tight enough that you're not going to lose this. There. Right, so now we just connect your main unit. I will unplug it quickly from our little pouch. And this literally just clips onto here. Get that on. And there we go. Our metal detector is fully built. Please forgive my ignorance. The bolt actually goes the other way around. If I'd actually looked at the picture, I'd have known that. And now it's nice and secure. But we are fully built. Right guys, so last but not least to go over, I'm just going to tidy up these bolts while I talk to you. We've got ourselves the WS6 headphones, which are a master of, well, it's a little hint as to what can happen actually. So they're a wonderful little thing. So if you run out of battery on your main unit, but you haven't been using your headphones, these can be used as long as you're pretty good with just the sound, because you won't be able to read the number readout unless you set it up slightly differently. But these headphones are a full machine in themselves. These are the WS6, and when you use it on their own, it's called a WS6 Master. There are lots and lots of different YouTube videos for that. So I may well do one as well. I mean, but there's quite a lot on there. And basically, you can use this as a sole machine on its own. So you could just be no box, just the coil on the end. The headphones will connect to your coil regardless, and you just go off and do your thing. They are amazing. There are so many things you could do with it. Even if you've got yourself a spare unit and a spare coil, you could go, you know what, actually, I'm going to give these headphones to my mate, and he can use the other coil, and we're just going to go off and both metal detect together. As long as you've got yourself another main unit, like the main frame, you'd be set to go, which is pretty cool. Like, that's one thing that I really love about this, is the fact that you've got two metal detectors for the price of one practically. They are just amazing, and you can all clip off. You can get a little watch strap which you can connect it to and everything. It's really good. Right, see you on the field. Hello there, beautiful people. So we are off out in the field with the Deus II, and we got ourselves our first target. I will not be going through the box today. I may well include that at a later date, but currently I am not too well versed with the settings. I've got the sensitivity, I've managed to do the ground balance, and I've also managed to do stabilization, but I am not a master with this machine by any means, and I wouldn't like to give you any false information. But we will get on to our first target just down here. We're a little bit chatty, the machine, at the moment, but that is because I've got the sensitivity fairly high. I should probably reduce that down, but we've got a belting signal here. Ooh, if I can find it. Here we go. So we're 36, 37, 38. We're on the non-ferrous side, although we're not very high on the non-ferrous. There we go. Ah. So although version 2.0 was supposed to help get rid of these thin pieces of aluminium, we've just got a very circular milk bottle top there. Right, on to the next one. Ah, I got it. Right guys, got another screaming little target down here. It's a perfect 66. No straying from 66 there. Okay. So just a chunk of lead this time round, but it was, I mean, if I get the pinpointer out, a good pinpointer depth. So it's pretty good depth for a tiny little bit of lead there. Right guys, we've got another target just down here. I'm guessing it's another piece of lead. There's slight negative energy to it, but it's a solid 62. It's pretty deep, according to the depth meter, but that might mean, I know with the Equinox, it might mean that it's very small, but I don't know. It's always going to be a comparison between the Equinox 800 and this, unfortunately. I have had some Manticore experience, but they're sort of completely different. As much as I'd love to say I could tell you which one's better, I think they are both excellent machines. I'd love to put the two of them to a test. So if I ever get the opportunity to borrow one again, I will definitely be putting it to the test. Right, let's see what we found. Wow, all that extra digging wasn't worth it. There we go. Got a tiny 4-hole button there. So, 62 wasn't it? So 66 was lead, 61 was a 4-hole button. Which obviously shows lots of work up here. Probably around the sort of 1700s, so. Yes, just a 4-hole button there. Lovely. It's a nice tiny thin little thing. So it's good that I found that, although it wasn't at depth. Right, on to the next. Right guys, so we got ourselves a signal here, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be iron. The only reason I say that is because it sounds like there's iron just in front of it. So unless the separation of this machine is pretty spot on, you're here right now. So you've got 71, 73, all non-ferrous. Then we move a smidge, and we got ferrous. 74, 72, ferrous. So we got an iron rectangle of doom. Now, is it still going to say? Because obviously this is like a little circle, so it might sound better than it is. It is indeed. That's good to know, because it did tell me that, although I had to go about it a different way. Right, on to the next. Right guys, we've got ourselves a bit of a dicey signal here, but it's a lovely number. So it sounds a bit chufty. So it's 55 to 54 to 53. Okay. Oh. Right. Obviously the light is quite faded. Oh. Over the top of the thimble. Yeah, I think with the top of a thimble there. You can see the little dot work there. I was going to say it was a Tudor button, but no, with those little dots, I'm assuming we are, I don't know, again, probably around the sort of 1700s sort of thimble. Right, on to the next. I tell you what, that was a tough one to find. It is the teeniest little button ever. It's just a small round domed button, so sort of, yeah, could be Tudor, could be slightly more recent to be quite honest. But that was in amongst a couple of little bits of iron, which was quite impressive for this little machine. Right, on to the next. Right guys, we've got an absolute screaming signal down here. 85, almost dead, 84, 85. Absolutely lovely signal, all non-ferrous. Come on. a while. Yes. So we've been out in the field now for 1 hour. Actually, probably just under 1 hour, because my partner got home at 8, and it is now 9:15. But it takes about 15 minutes to get here, and I had to get dressed and everything. By dressed, I mean into me detecting stuff. Yeah, I really like it. I mean, I'm glad I do, because it was a lot of money. But, I mean, in comparison to the 800, it's finding tiny targets that are nice and loud, clear ID, finding them mixed in with iron, and it is finding iron that I can hear, so I don't have to dig it, which is just insane. So hopefully with that separation, we had that one piece of iron. I've dug one piece of iron. Everything else I've dug has been non-ferrous, which is pretty damn good. But yes, no, I dug one piece of iron and I knew it was going to be iron. I had a very good inkling it was going to be big iron, which it was. So, I mean, it's told me everything I needed to know. It's finding things at depth, which is always good. Some lovely clear tones, still the same, although it might have gone up like 2. It's about 86, 87 now. Oh, where's that gone? What's that? Oh, is that another military button? Oh, I think it might even be a coin. It's a shame you can't see anything. I'll tell you what, I'm going to switch the camera off. I'm going to show you it now. I'm going to turn it off and then we're going to come back on with the torch on. So we've got a little domed shape with a little flat side. Right guys, so I'm not sure if this is going to help us see anything, but it might help you see what we are doing. Ah! So we're definitely a coin. I think we're going to be a Georgian halfpenny by the looks of things. I will try and clean it up on my lovely white t-shirt. Yeah, it's looking very smooth. Very smooth indeed. I'll give that side a little wipe just in case we can get anything at all. But I think we're just going to be a smooth Georgian coin. But in the words of Grimm, where there's smooth, where they're Georgian, they're hammered. Right, on to the next. Bearing in mind, I've been over this with the Xterra Elite and the 800 about 4 or 5 times now, and I have purposefully today gone over exactly the areas I would have done. So, I mean, that coin, any metal detector, granted the grass was long, I can make up excuses for the 800 all the time, but this has just found it pure as day, dry soil conditions, amazing. And we got another 78 here, 79. There's a bit of a negative here. It sounds even better there. This could possibly be iron because of that negative, but the majority of the numbers were very good. And I never saw any ferrous pop up on the screen. Not that I was looking, but yeah, that's pretty damn good going for the first hour and sort of 15 minutes. Right, there we go. You're nice and deep because the last one sounded pretty good at depth. No, we're in the clod somewhere. Oh. Well, it still sounds pretty good. Apparently, there's a big moth. Apparently we're over here. I've just been thinking to myself, we haven't had any moo tubes just yet. Oh, have we? I can't see anything. Oh, I see it. Oh, we got a hammy. We got a hammy. Oh, and there we go. Good boy. Oh, I think we got a hammy. Right. Okay. I'm going to show you now, because obviously I'm going to need to turn the torch on. Oh. Hammy, hammy, hammy. Right. Could we be right back? Right, guys. So we got the hammy. Oh. It's a bit smooth, but it's definitely a hammy. Can we get more on this side? Oh, not really. I mean, definitely get some writing. Don't think we're going to get a bust. We might get something. So that's 2 hammies in this field. Yes! Right, on to the next one. Right, you lovely lot. So we've been out for about an hour and 20 minutes now. We have had 1 coin, 2 buttons, a thimble, 1 piece of iron, which I knew was iron, and a silver hammered coin. That is pretty nuts. This little beast is just exceptional. It's so light, I don't feel like I've been out. I could be out for hours if it wasn't so darn dark. It is just nuts. I don't really know what to say, short of, I feel like I made the right decision. That is just insane. I cannot believe we've had a silver hammered coin. Like, I've been up here so many times and had nothing. Like, I mean, I've had good things up here, don't get me wrong. We had the sort of Roman to medieval armour stud. We have had the Elizabeth I sixpence. This may well be a, I'm not sure of the denomination, but the smaller variety. Is it threepence? Maybe. It's not a penny, it's not quite small enough for that, but yeah, crown, no, I don't know. But it is insane. It just gives me such hope, because I know what I'm digging. We've had 1 piece of iron, I knew it was iron. And the rest has just been simple. Like, it's just been as simple as looking at the number going, bup, 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 it's there. Short of the fact that the pinpoint function is a little bit dicey for me. I don't know whether the Equinox is better for that. Quite possibly. But it is just nuts. I cannot believe it. Like, this is mine. Yeah, I'm so happy. So happy. And fingers crossed this means that the videos you see are a lot less iron heavy now we are getting away from the stage 1 Equinox 800. By stage 1 I only mean the fact that I cannot update it, so it is to its factory settings. But yes, no, we are all updated. We're nice and light. We can get out for longer hunts. It can pack down really small. I mean, it is phenomenal. The one thing I will say, this isn't a negative by any stretch, because I've heard that actually it doesn't affect the battery life, but when it is off, you'll see it soon, there's a little blinking light. And I was like, how do I turn the coil off? So I went through the instructions, and it does tell you, like, the coil is always in standby mode. And I had a little, I'm sorry, I had a little look at some forums regarding this, saying, oh, does it drain the battery? And apparently people have been charging them fully, sticking them in the cupboard, so they've got like 4 or 5 blinking lights in the cupboard, and actually they've picked it up after a month and the battery's basically been full. So I cannot knock it. At least you know that if you're leaving it in the dark like this, I could see it from about 14 foot away. There's a little blinking light over there, that's where I've left my metal detector. So thank you all ever so much for watching. Please give props to this wonderful, wonderful machine. I will try my hardest to get another Equinox 800 and do a review. of that, and also, well, fingers crossed I can get one to own. That would be phenomenal. To have both machines over different areas would be amazing. Like, if, yeah, that would be incredible. I mean, but they are a lot of money, and that's the thing. This was £1,400, so it's a lot of money. But yes, no, thank you ever so much. What a metal detector. Cheers now!